In this video, I encountered a situation where there's just too much weed. This isn't a fishing video, it's about a magic little venue that I go to. It's probably my favourite venue. Been going there for a couple of years now and the fishing's always great. But like I say, this is not about fishing. The owners have two pools you can fish. One's a small one and one's a large lake with a canal section to it. And they were advised to, this is the story that I've heard, plant some weed that would be great for the pond, or the mini lake that it is. But the opposite happened. It sort of took over the whole pit, and it's rendered it virtually unfishable. Well, it pretty much is now. And they've tried various things to rectify it, putting this dye in the water that doesn't harm the fish but it kills the weed, and introducing a breed of fish called a grass carp, which apparently eats this type of weed. So whenever I go there, I go and check to see if this pit is clearing up and if it's become fishable, because when I did fish it in the early days, there was some cracking fish in there. So let's go and have a look. First video is from just after a trip I did in August this year. This is called the Heron Pit. Fished here a few times last year and tried to this year, but it wasn't that good. And this is the problem with it. Shame really, as you will see. But yeah, I keep looking and hoping that it's gonna clear up sometime. See, like that was a peg right there. Now, last year when me and Nemo were here, I'm sure I fished either here, I think that's another peg, definitely here, which is, let's see, it's another peg. Not really fishable anymore. They've put some like stuff in the water to try and kill these weeds. And over here is where Nemo was fishing, which, you know, see, it's another peg. No chance. And Nemo's fished here before now, which is not even a peg, but it's not even fishable anymore. Okay, let's go to the main bit. So that bit's known as the canal. See, this is another peg. No chance. Now, when I was here the other week, 2 weeks ago, it was starting to clear up in the middle. But you know what, I think it's coming back. Yeah. Yeah, big carp moving over there, you can see it. Yeah, I'm sure it was clearer than that the other week when I looked. Hang on again. And these are all pegs that I'm stopping at, or were. See, look at that, that's not far off being a peg again, but it was clearer the other week when I was here, I'm sure it was. So, is it coming back? I don't know. Now this is a peg.
Wouldn't take much for this to be a peg again. Just grapple that bit out. You could fish here. Let's go and see if our dead hedgehog's still there. This is another peg, which again, not far off. It's starting to rain now. Yeah, I'll put this camera away in a minute. See, this is another peg as well. It looks quite clear on the camera, but it isn't. It's just a shame, it's just not far off. But this last year was just, it was completely covered. Yeah, there's the dead hedgehog. You see it? Right there. Poor little thing. Definitely a hedgehog.
Quite unbelievable, isn't it, how much that weeds took over. Anyway, let's go and have a look at it a few weeks later when I take another trip there. I think it's early on in September, this one. Let's have a look.
Okay, so it's been a few weeks since I've been down here, so I'm going to have another look at the Haugen pit and see how it's going. See how these this weed infestation's going. Well, it still looks quite bad this end. Water level's quite low. Look at that bank you can see over there. Well, really shallow here. Yeah, we've had another good day. It started off very quiet. Caught a few in the end. I think it was into double figures. About 5 carp, maybe 4 to 5. But that 11 pounder, that was something else, that was. Okay, so it's hard to believe that earlier this year we were fishing here. No chance of that now. Yeah, this is where Nemo was. No chance of fishing here now. Yeah, autumn's coming in, alright. Hate it when summer ends. Levels are really low. Right, you can see the bank right over there. Yeah, and I don't think it's got any better, this weed situation at all. Okay, let's go and have a look. Right round the other end, see if anything's changed. Shame. Oh, Mr. Dead Hedgehog is still there.
Well, I'm not sure if there was any improvement there. I didn't really notice anything. So on my last fishing trip of the year, because I don't like to fish during the winter unless I'm looking for pike, keep him mobile. So yeah, I think it was the very end of September, maybe first week of October, I decided to have one last look to see how things were going. You can see that autumn's definitely settling in, and I wanted to visit our friend Mr. Dead Hedgehog one more time. By the way, I think Dead Hedgehog is a great name for the metal band. Dead Hedgehog. Anyway, yeah, decided to have one last look. See what you think.
Have a last look at this Haugen pit, see how it's going. I won't be back to look till next year, it'll probably be about April. Yeah. So we'll give it a last look. Yeah, you can see already the leaves changing colour. It's really, autumn's come in with a bang this week. Last week it was still trying to be summer during the daytime, and then it was trying to be autumn in the evenings and early mornings. But this week it's mainly been autumn. So here we are. I think it was a couple of weeks ago I had a look. Well, I had a look last week, but it was a couple of weeks ago that I filmed it. Well, let's just have a look round, see if anything's changed. Now, water levels still look low there. You can see the bank exposed a bit. I'd say it's about a foot down. Let's see what's going on. We look at these things here. Yeah, a couple of weeks ago they were all green and lush. Autumn's definitely come in now. Yeah, you can see it. Look at these. These were all green and lush. And not now. Oh, that looks slightly clearer than it did a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, that dark greeny blue colour in the water. I think they've been putting more dye in maybe to get rid of it. Okay, let's have a look. This is still not fishable, this speck at all. Let's head down, around. Yeah, I like to have a look every week, you know, that I'm here, which hopefully one day it'll all open up again. No, definitely a no speck there. Yeah, look at all this. This was all green and lush a couple of weeks ago. It really is a shame, you know. I hope it's open for next year, this. It's still not far off being a peg, that. You could grapple it out. I mean, last year it was all completely carpeted, this. So, some improvement. Wonder what's done it. Well, you know, is the dye starting to work? And they did put grass carp in here. I caught one last year. See, this is very nearly a speck. Again. Yeah, and the dye they're putting in, that's killing the weed, but it's not harmful to the fish or anything. Hopefully it's doing its job. Okay. Still not quite there. It probably looks better than it does on the camera. You know what, I do think it's actually cleared a bit more. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a crack at it next year. Is our dead hedgehog still here? That peg's definitely gone. So that's as far as you can get round. You used to be able to walk right round. Not anymore. And oh, dead hedgehog is still there. He's still there, alright. Well, what's left of it. And there's still too much weed, man. And it's the wrong kind.
Well, hopefully the situation's going to improve, and I hope it does clear, because I'd like to fish there next year when I start fishing again in the spring. Course fishing anyway. And because in the first year I went there, parts of it were fishable, and I was able to have days like this. Hopefully that will continue. See you, everyone.